I even consciously remembered that it was divine wisdoms, because there's infinite dimensions of me that knew, hey, Ashley's getting busy. She's remembering because she's speaking her divine wisdoms in her songs. She's channeling her songs. She's getting busy. My conscious mind didn't remember this though, but my soul was like, yeah, she's coming. She's remembering. So Vito Morris, Last Fast, Free Falling, Thinking of You. I want to talk about Thinking of You in a couple. Let me list the other songs first. So Last Fast, it's not a lot. Last Fast, Vito Morris, Free Falling, Yeah Right, Damn Right. So I'm So Texas, Thinking of You. Can We Get It Back? Find Your Peace. That's 8 songs. I didn't realize I did not that many songs. Find Your Peace. I believe that's all of them. Yeah. They're streaming Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. So I have a twin flame divine counterpart. Now, when I was 9 years old, let me stop and say that we are all awakening, every being, awakening to our future human self in the present moment. Our future human self in the present moment that cellularly rejuvenates, remembers through the inner space we are one with all things. Remembers to go where to go to get to align with our infinite wisdoms, our limitless nature, our limitless abundance, limitless unity, limitless harmony, limitless peace, limitless whatever we're looking for. The inner space. We're all awakening to embody our future self in the present moment. Myself and my twin flame included. How have we been operating? My soul's asking me, Ashley, how have y'all been operating since before? How y'all been operating to now, where you are awakening, second coming of Christ, divine remembrance, that all of y'all are one in God. All of y'all are one, tandem, limitless, with the one as God. One with God, one as God, in y'all's unity, in y'all's authentic contribution to the oneness of all things. Dormant. We've been acting at a dormancy, or a fraction of ourselves, or repeating, we call them ancestral wounds, ancestral trauma, ancestral patterns of limitation, lack, destitution that co-created death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. Like I was saying earlier, like I was channeling saying earlier, our ancestral forces, when we go through our inner space, pray, meditate, zealotry, seek God within. We ask the questions. We're embodying the energies of ancestral forces from within our understanding of reality and beyond. So you can call on Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Buddha, Rabbi, the Rabbi, Krishna, Yemoja. I know the ancestral forces name, but I was like, I don't want to say her name incorrectly. So like I was naming all the other ancestral forces name. I was like, let me take a beat and make sure I say this name correctly. Yemoja, Oshun. I'm gonna say this name, but Papa Legba. Trying to think of some God, Orisha's names. Baby, I'm in a zillion dimensions, because as soon as I say their names, their energies are present. Anyways, whoever you call on, Kuan Yin, the Dalai Lama. So those are synaptical understandings in which we know. We know who this figure is in our human culture. From calling on these ancestral forces to beyond our understandings, just dip in our inner space to get connected to whatever we need in the moment, to be who God needs us to be, or who our soul needs us to be, or who we need us to be, to grow and evolve into who we intended to be in God, or our limitless potentials, or our soul alignment. Those ancestors see through our eyes, right? How were we operating before? We didn't understand this. We didn't understand everything that we do and everything that we say and everything. We didn't understand the existential implications. We didn't understand when we got this thought pattern. That was soul guidance. That was ancestral guidance. That wasn't a question. Oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to become this? When you get that vision of who you are going to be or who you want to be, you have those grand dreams. It's not like, oh, is this possible? Let's figure it out. Let's go ask a guru. Let's go ask a scientist. Let's go ask a specialist. Let's go ask a motivational speaker. Let's go read a book to see if this is possible. No, it's our soul. Hey, this is what we came here to do. It's what we came here to be. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it shaking. It's ancestral guidance, ancestral support, feeding us visions. Visions are spiritual gifts. Creativity is a spiritual gift. Visions are spiritual gifts. Insight, epiphanies are spiritual gifts, guidance of what we came here to be, what we came here to create. We didn't know this. So I always had to ask somebody outside of ourselves. Always had to get second opinions outside of ourselves instead of trusting and relying on the limitless, infinite nature in which we are, which we've always been. So we've been in dormancy. Understanding whenever you went outside yourself to ask, hey, for permission to be who you are in God, basically. Basically. Whenever you got a vision or a dream or an insight from your inner space, it's soul guidance. And whenever we go outside to ask permission or ask for validation from anything other than our internal source, understanding we're taking a risk to come out of alignment with who our soul says who we are, or the possibility, or the manifestation, or our evolution. We're taking a risk to align with whatever source we're going to outside of ourselves. Yes, as below, so above. But God told me, hey, Ashley, can't nobody tell you what I put inside of you but me. So whenever you have a question, whenever you're feeling away, you go inside of yourself and let me validate you. Don't go into the world and ask anybody. Yes, that's your mirror. Yes, ask, ponder, and be inquisitive about your outer space as well. Understand, one, we're in evolution. For two, we're awakening, and our reality was not balanced. That's just the truth. Our reality was not balanced, so it's not the best source, the best resource to build a God dream, or something that was gifted to you by your inside. Gifted to you by your inside. Going outside wasn't the best bit, because most likely you're going to get doubt. You're going to align with energies of limitation, lack, doubt that tell you, hey, it's statistically, you have a 2% chance. Statistically speaking, you would always only be mirrored back doubt, or why you couldn't be, or why that was impossible, or why you should get your head out of the clouds, or what condemnation, or what we call it hell. Or the illusion that we're separate from God, when we've always only been God. But everything in our reality would tell us how we're limited, and how that's not possible, and how you should be more practical, or how you should do this because this will align you with this. Instead of trusting our inner space, our ancestral support, our ancestral guidance, or our visions, our insights, our epiphanies, our thoughts, to co-create how we show up and how we evolve and what we contribute to the evolution of all things, or how our reality manifests. So my twin flame is awakening just like I'm awakening. I didn't want this transmission to be about my twin flame journey, but I'm speaking about it. I didn't want it to be about my twin flame, not necessarily the twin flame journey, because the twin flame journey is a sacred, holy journey to come into greater conscious awareness and conscious embodiment of the limitless potentials in which I came into creation to be, in which all things truly are. The limits to remember and perceive and embody in more conscious awareness, the limitless nature that all things are. That's what the twin flame journey is. It's sacred. There's many dimensions to it. This is what I'm leaning into. It's what we're all being guided to lean into truly, because we're awakening. We gotta figure ourselves. We gotta, we get to, and once we figure ourselves out, we can show up as who God needed us to be in relationships and partnerships and workspaces and over here and over there. If we know who we are in God and we embody who we are in God, when we show up, we're a remedy. We uplift. We multiply abundance. We multiply wellness. We multiply balance. So we're going to talk about my twin flame journey. I didn't want it to be about my twin per se, because we're both awakening, and we're both awakening. Okay. So I'm doing an album, Self-Love from Formless to Form, 2016, 29. Okay, back up. We're not going to play the song yet. We're going to premiere my song, Yes, You Too. We're not going to play it yet. So 2019, so 2013, Ashley dropped out of college. I graduated high school in 2012. I will say, I say this because I'm proud of it. I did get presidential Award, which was the highest academic scholarship on entry to Mount St. Mary's Shalom campus in Los Angeles. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for believing in me, being a part of my manifestation. I appreciate it. Because like when I was in sophomore year, I was like, I got to buckle down because I need to get scholarships. I got to get my grades right to get to go to school. So, to start, because I was feeling that pressure from my inner space, squeezing me to make me a dime in the gym. So my soul was like, actually, we got to make things move and shake and move. So I applied I wanted to go to school in LA. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't go to school in LA. Because my soul said, actually, you're not in alignment with who we need you to become. What we need you to do to become what we need you to do to be where we need you to be, to become who you need to be in God. Now I know this. I wasn't so consciously aware back then in 2012. But I applied to school in Los Angeles. I got the Mount St. Mary's Shalom campus. It's in the mountains and stuff. It's so beautiful. The campus is so pretty. Great business courses and things. That's all I was going to go there for. I was approved. I got accepted, and I got their highest scholarship on entry, the Presidential Award, right? Synchronicities, right? Your leadership, Presidential Award. Everything in your reality is only showing you who you are to be in all things. So that was exciting. This was exciting, and my soul asked me. So I got the Presidential Award. So it would pay for my all 4 years for my classes, my school, but I still needed to pay for room and board and like living expenses. And like options were coming up. A lot of options and resources were coming up. And then my inner space asked me, hey Ashley, I thought I was just having an epiphany. My inner space said, hey Ashley, why do you want to go to school in LA? I said, on the weekends. I said on the weekends, because my twin flame, my divine counterpart, he's a celebrity, right? So I said on the weekends, I'm gonna go down to the parties in LA and I'm gonna meet my person. My soul said, wrong answer. Wrong answer. My soul said wrong answer. Ashley, everything fell apart. In spirituality, we call it a tower moment. Everything fell apart, like baby, everything fell through at the last moment, at the buzzer. Everything fell through. My uncle even lived in LA. He's like, yeah, Ashley, you can come stay with us. Everything fell through. Like all the solutions that were coming up. Hey, we got some more money over here for Ashley. Everything fell, baby. If God don't want some things to go, they not gonna go. If God wants some stuff to go, it's gonna go. My soul said, why you wanna go? I said, so I said, wrong answer, Ashley. Everything fell through. Sad to say, I didn't go to school out in LA. And I was sad. I was depressed and I was sad. I was like, I gotta pick myself up. I can't stop. I can't just give up. So I was like, okay, I gotta reorientate myself. Now I know soul guidance. Hey, do some courses, Asa Community College, get some general studies out the way, and then transfer to a 4-year. But I was still in that same energy, right? But luckily I didn't get to that because the 4-year I was gonna transfer to was gonna be U of H, University of Houston. Full circle moment now, I'm in Houston. Full circle moment, right? It's going to be University of Houston. Why, Ashley? Because that's the next place my person be at. He be in Houston. So if I'm not going to go to LA, I'm going to go to Houston. Luckily, I was at ACC taking the classes, and I didn't like it. Like, I thought I was going to like college. I did not like those college courses. I can hardly even remember the experience. Hardly. I could hardly remember the experience. My soul was like, those classes are suffocating, yo. So drop out of the school and do your music full time. I said, okay. And that's what I did. Baby, I had to order my transcript from Austin Community College, get it mailed out here to Houston. Cause I was like, did I go, how many, I didn't remember like what classes I took. I remember English and I remember a physics class. I was like, did I pass? Did I get my credit? I did get all my credits for every class that I took. I was like, I didn't remember all my hours for every class that I took. I didn't remember nothing. I was like, dang. Hazel, I need you to be helpful. I need you to be helpful, Hazel. I need you to go sit down and be quiet because when you bark, Benji barks. I need you to be helpful. I need you to be a solution tonight, okay, Hazel? I need you to keep it together, okay? Go sit down, because I'm working right now. Go sit down. I need you to be quiet, because when you bark, Benji barks. Okay? Go sit down. Yeah, I love you too. I'm so like about my babies. I want to put her on camera. Go sit down, Hazel. Go sit down, okay? I'm gonna be probably a couple more hours. Go sit down. Okay, thank you. So my son said, you ain't gonna go. You know, you're not going to LA. Did ACC classes. Remembered. Benji's gonna be barking, but it's okay. Had to order my transcripts. I was like, did I even go to, like, I know I went, but I don't remember nothing. It was hard for me to remember any. I was like, that's how depressed I was, how much I disassociated with myself. I didn't even remember, I barely remember the time because I was just disassociating with myself, baby, just disassociating, because I was, baby, soul withering away. My soul said, hey, drop out of school and do your music full time, and so that's what I did. We talked about duo, we talked about, hey, Hazel. I need you to cooperate, please. Be a team player, because we got a guest. We got Benji in the house. Hazel, you and Benji can't be barking. Come sit down, Hazel. She's watching people walk around the pond or the lake back there, and she's barking at the people. Hazel, get down. Give me a second, y'all. Get down. Come on. You can't be barking and stuff. I'm pushing your house. You gotta come sit down. Thank you. Sit down. Lay down. Be quiet. Thank you. Yeah, be quiet, please. So I had to order my transcript because I was disassociating with myself. So did the 2013, like 2015, did the duo, dropped persisted solo artist to this day. I'm on a twin flame journey. Now, my divine counterpart, he's a notable member of society. He's a celebrity, right? I didn't set his name up. I done said his name within this Facebook community live, but I haven't revealed it in the masses like that. I haven't said it in any of my other content that I've kept it in there. Sometimes I say it, but I'll bleep it out. So I haven't really gained this revelation like that because we're both still awakening. And he has doubt about who we are to each other. I don't know what other ancestral force, like, cause God told me, hey, Ashley, when I wake you up, I need you to wake your divine counterpart up. So I was feeling responsible for his own spiritual awakening. I actually channeled it Earth Camp. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. The episode is called Earth. The installment is called Earth Camp. I channeled it in there. God's like, baby, God made me put it down. Like, when I wake you up, go wake your person up. Go help him wake up. So every time I'm in prayer, every time I would be in prayer and meditation, universal forces ask me like, hey, Ashley, what do you want? What do you need? I was like, can you go help my divine counterpart awaken to his divine limitless potentials? His God presence and the tangible. Every time universal force would come in, I wouldn't ask for nothing else because I would feel guilty. Right. So I was like, I don't know what other universal force we could call. And the universal ancestral forces are telling me, hey, Ashley, believe in your story, because you would not have been able to assist with the mass awakening of humanity. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. You would not have been able to assist with all that and to be able to hear the ancestral forces from the great above. You wouldn't be able to sense us or hear us if your story wasn't true. The story that you've been following through your heart space has evolved you into who you are today. So believe in your story. So I was like, thank you, ancestral forces. I was like, I believe it. So I lean into more of my limitless potentials more than I lean into like what me and my divine counterpart are supposed to do to I know we're always one, but as far as who we're supposed to be in this reality, like I be leaning into, I'm focused on leaning into who I need to be in God versus who we're supposed to be together in this reality. So that I stay in alignment with my divine evolution, my contribution, my wellness and balance, to contribute wellness and balance to upliftment of all things. So that's why I'm gonna be saying his name like that, because I'm gonna focus on who I've been crafted to be in my soul journey, And I'll waffle, and I'll weeble and I'll waffle because we're multidimensional. So like I'm healing too. I'm remembering too. We come from a human culture where like that's what we aspire. We aspire to be in a relationship, marriages, boyfriends, girlfriends. That's what that's what we put a lot of onus on in our human culture. So I'll slip back into that energy and my soul be like, and I have to remind myself, my soul has to remind me, like, hey, Ashley, that situation is not where you want it to be. So just focus your energy on what brings you joy. You love being who you are in God. You love evolving and healing and growing through your inner space and embodying your limitless potentials and sharing your wisdoms and all of your content, from your music to your podcasts, to your literature, to your animated series, your cooking show. Like, focus on this. I said, done deal. Done deal, did it. I said, done deal, did it. And ancestral forces have to remind me of this a lot, because I was just so fixated for since 2020, really consciously 2020, really it's really 2018, but consciously 2020 to 2024, I was fixated on awakening and helping my divine counterpart awaken. So I was just in that stream of energy heavy, because that's how I was, baby. I was just fixated on this, right? So my soul has reminded me, hey, actually lean into who you are in God. You're awakened, you're awakening, you help, your presence on the planet, your energy on the planet helps other people remember and awaken into wellness and balance, limitless potentials, ancestral inheritance, is universally aligned, universally assigned to the upliftment and regeneration of all things. Mashallah, bismillah, inshallah, namaste, she, ashe, amen, and so shall it be. So I knew my divine counterpart would be since I was 9 years old, because I got a divine revelation. He's a celebrity. He was a child actor on this show. And I was watching the show with my sister in the living room one night, and my soul gave me the epiphany. I just said it out loud, and I just felt it in my inner space. I was like, that's gonna be my husband. I said out loud, that's gonna be my husband. And then fast forward, 2018, my soul said, hey, Ashley, do this, do that. We're going to bring your person in. My soul flashed my person in my mind. It was a divine encounter, because I couldn't miss it. I could be like, oh, was that just an epiphany or just a thought? No, it was a divine encounter. My soul, the one who saw all things God, flashed my person in my mind's eye. Said, hey, you do this, this, and this. Stop doing this. We're going to bring your person in. I said, done deal. Gabby Douglas flipped it. Simone Biles twisted. Gold medal Olympian. I said, done. The divine doesn't lie. 2019, fast forward 2019, my soul said, hey, Ashley, message your person on Instagram. I was in my second apartment at night, about to go to bed. My soul said, message your person on Instagram. I said, no way, Jose. I said, I can't do that. I'm scared. I didn't know, the reason why I was so scared is because my heart, I had a soul level aspiration. That's a part of the lyric of the song, my new song, Yes, You Too, I'm about to play. I had a soul level aspiration to lead my life, to come into our union. So I was so scared since I was 9 years old. I was so consciously since I was 9 years old, and making a lot of my major decisions, life decisions based off of our union. Because growing up, my soul, from 2012, really 2012 to present day, to till I awaken, still my soul still does it. My soul would be like, hey, actually, if you make that decision, most likely you and your person would never come together. I would have to make major decisions in my life, and my soul would be like, I would go in my inner space. My soul, hey, actually, you can do that, but you and your person would probably never come together. I'd be like, whoa. So I would choose the other choice. So I led my whole life like this. So my soul's message him on Instagram. I was like, no way, Jose, because I was scared for him not to reciprocate or understand or have the same skin in the game as me, have the same investment, have the same fervor and inspiration, heart level inspiration towards meeting each other, towards learning each other, towards relating with one another. So I was scared. I never went to any of his shows, his events, his concerts. I never did any of that, because I was like, I didn't want to see him, and then and then not know when I would ever see him again. So I never went to any of his shows, concerts, nothing like that. And then my soul was like, hey, Ashley, message him on Instagram. I said, My soul animated to my vessel, baby. Holy white light animated to my vessel. Picked up my phone. I said, I think we were made for each other. Instagram, at my person's handle. I think we were made for each other. Sin. I was like, babe, we ain't even started cooking yet. Shoot. It's okay. We're about to get into it. I was like, shoot. Because we're about to test drive this recipe for Magic Meals. I really want to produce this. I've already cooked it once. The pea and potato curry. I've already cooked it once, but I'm going to try it in a different way before I present it to Magic Meals. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is my intuitive show, cooking show, Whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put. This is the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube. We go to the grocery store sometimes. Sometimes we use mystery ingredients. We get divine revelations. We have great conversation. We kiki, we laugh, we joke. Again, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube. So my soul animated my body. I said, I think we were made for each other. Seeing through my phone. I thought I was gonna think the thought. He's not gonna see. My soul said before I could even finish the thought, he's not gonna see it. My soul said, do not think that thought. Do not think these thoughts. I said, okay. Lo and behold, he saw the message. My soul said, we're gonna make sure he sees the message. He saw the message, and we came into contact in the physical reality. We came into conscious awareness of each other. I already felt in my inner space he knew who I was. I would run meta ads for my music and stuff. So I felt in my inner space. I felt when he first, like when he saw me, I felt activated in my spirit. Like I knew he knew who I was. Like around in 2017, I knew he knew who I was. I felt it in my spirit. He saw 2019, lo and behold, he saw the message, and we came into conscious awareness, conscious contact with one another. I didn't have the remembrance I didn't have the conscious awareness. It was divinely ordered. I didn't have the conscious remembrance that we're twin flames. We're ancient souls. Really one soul manifest, but in this reality of duality, we manifest in duality or in separate parts or two people. I didn't have this remembrance, but my soul's like, hey, you're on the twin flame journey. I didn't have the remembrance that we were created to grow and evolve our energy from dysfunction into wellness and balance and harmony, to uplift all of humanity, to assist with uplifting all of humanity into wellness, balance, remembrance, divine remembrance, conscious awareness of our limitless nature, our limitless existential fundamental nature. I didn't have this remembrance yet. So baby, stuff hit the fan. It was like the chaos. It was like the imbalance. It was imbalance. 2019. Fast forward. I'm here today. And I am remembered. And I've assisted through healing through my inner space. Like we talked about earlier, Powwow session, seeking God within zealotry to become everything that I am in God. I was inspired to do this, conscious mind, for union with my divine counterpart. Now I understand that unity with my divine counterpart is a self-love thing. Understand that we've always been one. And the self-love is loving every dimension of myself. Even the parts that I don't like. Asking about it. Like the way he shows up in my reality, it'd be grinding my gears. It'd be irritating me. It'd be irritating me TF. He's a manifestation of my own energy. We are one. So self-love, like, hey, so what is my divine counterpart trying to teach me about myself? That's this self-love. And the self-love of I am limitless potentials in divine evolution. Everywhere that I show up is to assist with evolving all things, being consciously aware of what it is that I want to contribute in my evolution, what I want to experience, what brings me joy and abundance and wellness and balance as soul aligned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, committing with my inner space to ensure these joys and alignments are uplifting for all things, limitless potentials, and not just who I believe I am. So drawing those boundaries of what I will accept in my experience and what I don't want to experience. This self-love. The congressional hearing, our multidimensionality, we've already had a few of them. Congressional hearings in regards to our multidimensionality. And there's a lot of governments around the planet declassifying our dealings with multidimensional beings, which is a part of our infinite nature, limitless nature. So being here, being a limitless, activated future human in the present moment, where I dip in my inner space to become more insightful about who I was supposed to be, to garner the wisdoms and be the wellness and share the wellness in all of my content. We're going to go ahead and play my song, Self-Love from Formless, my album Self-Love from Formless Form. The Dimensions are now streaming. Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube, playlist section. Because with this album, I'm rolling it out. So far, the offerings in the album, I have 2 pre-recorded writing sessions for the song Right Now. And now we have, in the album offering as well, we have this song, Yes, You Too. I'm also going to be taking a vacation, a trip shortly. It's a self-love trip vacation that I'm going to vlog. I do have my vlogs, Dear Diary, Sincerely, Ashley-Nicole Music on the channel. You can go tap into those. They're timeless. Tap into those as well. The vlogs for my self-love vacation trip, they'll be offered in the album. So they'll be in the Dear Diary, Sincerely, Ashley-Nicole Music playlist section, as well as the self-love from Formless to Form, the album playlist section. So these vlogs for my vacation will be a part of the album offering. We're gonna play this song, Yes You Too. My twin flame, my divine counterpart, his future self will be guiding me through my inner space to assist with manifesting wellness in our energy between us and with all things limitless potentials. So this song, he's like, Ashley, this is an answer record to one of my songs. I said, okay, yeah. When I was actually creating this song, I didn't record this session. I'm gonna record some of the production sessions. I didn't record this session because I'm working with new computer software to mix my songs. I'm still getting the hang of it. Because it's a lot more components, which I manifested. Because I was like, I want a lot more things to like learn, and like a lot more like sound effects and things. And so I'm still learning the software. So I created this song. And when I was in a session, I just like, I was afraid to touch my feelings, like, because the way I experience my divine counterpart twin flame in this reality is like, it's not the way I experience him in spirit or in his omnipotent presence. And it's a testament to my patience and my dexterity, my resilience, and my self-love to be able to hold the thought patterns and see him as his limitless nature, see him as his potentials of his God presence, his limitless omnipotent presence that understands that he's one with all beings, all things, and that he exists to assist with uplifting all beings, all things through the way he leads his life through his soul guidance. So I be having to irregardless of what we experience or we go through, lean back into the wisdoms. But my soul's like, hey, Ashley, you're in this experience too. You're awakening too. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. Allow yourself to express your emotions. And then it's back to how our incantations create how we grow and evolve. So I be like super conscious about this too. So I'm in the session creating this song. I'm like, shoot, I don't want to say nothing that's going, I was like, I don't want to say nothing that's going to manifest imbalance. I was like, I don't want to say anything that's going to manifest imbalance, but I really have some stuff in my energy space, my heart space that I really want to say. My soul said, say it, Ashley. So I said it. I was just going to make a slapper. I was gonna make a song that because I'm rapping. So I was just gonna just a lot of bars, catchy bars. My soul said, hey, Ashley, speak what you're feeling. Because baby, it was like a big ball of energy coming through when I was making the song. I was like, I was gonna be like, switch a lane. Switch your lanes like zigzag on switching lanes. Hold on, what's the bar? We about to play the song. Switching lanes on I-10 like zigzag. Switching lanes on I-10 like zigzag. Houston residents switching lanes on I-10 like zigzag. I was just gonna do like a bunch of bars, catchy words and incantations. Switching lanes on I-10 like zigzag. And I was just gonna go in and keep on doing that. I was like, nah, I gotta speak what's on my heart space. So that's what I did. Let's play the song, Yes You Too, Self-Love from Formless to Form, from Formless to Form, the album by myself, Ashley-Nicole, now streaming Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I don't know if I should just stand here with the record playing Or start cooking. I'm gonna play the record. I'm gonna start cooking too, because I really am hungry. So I'm gonna play the record and we're gonna get to cooking. I hope y'all can hear it. I'm sure y'all can hear it plenty fine, but however y'all hear it, that's how it's supposed to be heard. That's how it's supposed to be heard. Let me play the song. Let me back it up. Oh, that's what it is. Like, why is this so low? That's what it is. It's low on my computer. The volume was low. Man, let me say what I really feel. Got me out here lifting ancient prophecies by myself. It's like I'm a fucking Olympic gold medalist or something. I did say I wanted an Olympic gold medal, but you don't have to guess. Yes, I'm recording plugins. I'm Olympic gold medals. My sister Simone Biles. Being taught by my soul how to mix these frequencies. Just shoot me. Go to the ears, let it go by my fears. I'll say this here. Living life through the whole life, through the heart, aspiration, cold love like Harvard, you like the view. Against all the odds, God got us. Divine mind will do, divine mind will do. What God did, you yourself, just one says, you're gonna spawn more kids. To reinforce that bridge, from heaven to earth, we magic spawn from the dirt. And truly, heaven and earth have never been separate. We just been in a throng of energies, gestational phase. It said otherwise. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and Spotify for more. Back to the bars. Divine remembrance, downloads filled with divine remembrance. That's that big bag. So you know I'm eating good. That's that big bag. Mind over matter, serving up divine remembrance on a timeless platter. Timeless catalog, Kingdom Things podcast. So I'm my man. Houston, Texas, residents with your lanes on I-10 like zigzag. Houston, Texas, residents with your lanes on I-10 like zigzag. I-10 like zigzag. Go on, big up yourself. 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 Thank you, soul. Thank you, wellness. Thank you, soul. All the things. That's my song. Yes, you too. Again, Shimina on the album Formless to Form, Self-Love, from Formless to Form, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. So yeah, we got through everything that I wanted to touch on before we even started cooking. I'm sure we've been on here maybe well over an hour and 30. But I wanted to make sure I got all of this out to share my story, my wisdoms, my story, to do myself the due diligence. Because my story, like everything I've experienced, even when I didn't appreciate myself, it was a part of my story. Everything you experience is a part of your story. It's always to come into greater glory or remembrance of our limitless potentials. That's every person, everybody. God don't do nothing else. God don't do nothing else but create magic, wellness, abundance. Even when you think you're going through the craziest stuff. So I understand that's for it. We pray for wellness and balance, peace. peace and joy, ease and grace. But everything we experience is big things, big things, big things. All right, y'all. Facebook Community Live is finna see this first. We gonna work on this potato and pea curry. Y'all, whenever my soul teaches me something about something, I'm finna shoot. My soul taught me how to make a curry by just blending up some vegetables or whatever type of mix with the spices and the broth to make a curry over some rice. I'm finna do that for a while. So I was like, I've already done this potato and pea recipe, but I have not actually posted it. I was gonna do magic meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I do 60 seconds in the shorts. I was gonna make this potato and pea in the shorts. But the way I made it, it tastes more like a gravy the way I did it. Cause I blended the potato with the broth and a little bit of peas, and it was super viscous. It had a high viscosity, so it felt more like a gravy. So I was like, I'm gonna run it back. I was gonna make this a Magic Meals episode / Facebook Community Live. Magic Meals meets Facebook Community Live. My soul said, hey, Ashley, you're doing too much. Like, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Because if I would have made this a Magic Meals production, my brain would have been like focused on like, okay, I actually got to cook. But there was so much I wanted to say. And then I want to premiere the song here with you guys, with y'all, with this energy, with this community. So I was like, I'm just gonna test the recipe here, and then if it's good, if it goes, I'm gonna produce it as a Magic Meals episode, probably tomorrow. All right, so let's wash our rice. Let's wash the rice. Get our bowl of water on the thing. Sausage is here. Oh yeah, leading energy of the 144,000. That's a part of makings in me, who God put on my heart, a paradigm of who I am, the part of the makings in me. I got this divine revelation in my podcast, 144 part 1, part 2. Channeled it, my ancestors told me through the podcast when I channeled it into the podcast. My soul also told me, hey Ashley, now that y'all's generation of humanity, y'all superseded prophecy, meaning y'all have evolved so quickly. I say y'all because we are one. So the insight from the future, we're all awakening to this remembrance. And our own journeys, for us to experience what we need to experience, to be divine remembrance or limitless potentials in the tangible, or limitless potentials with the illusion of finite or form. So the ancestral force is like, y'all superseded prophecy in the way that we just thought y'all were gonna wake up a little bit, and y'all were gonna still see each other as separate, and y'all were still gonna be disjointed in y'all's perception of reality. So instead of perceiving more of perceiving your limitless nature, to perceive limitless reality, to see how time is malleable and how everything is an energetic embodiment, and we're really in a realm of creation. And there's infinite realms, and we can energetically transcend different realms to perceive different dimensions of ourselves, to co-create and evolve into and embody more of our limitless potentials, to create a more limitless reality. We didn't think y'all was gonna do all this. We thought y'all was just gonna still see each other as separate, because, still awaken to the fact that y'all consciously create reality. But we thought y'all were still gonna see each other as separate, or hierarchy, trying to beat each other out and be above and below all the things, to where y'all wouldn't perceive the malleability of limitless nature or of time to grow and evolve with your limitless nature. They're like, we didn't think y'all was gonna do all this like that. So my soul's like, hey, Ashley, yeah, you're 144,000, but understand there's other beings, people, species that perceive themselves with a similar story, or a different dimension, different timeline, different realm. They have a similar story as yours, so you're not the only one. You're one of many, one of plenty. And I'm not gonna lie, some part of me was like, ooh. Part of me was like that. Because, we come from a culture where we wanted to be, you want to be the best, you want to be the only, you want to be main character. That's what it is. Because you want to be main character, right? I'm main character energy, right? Yeah, sure. In your timeline. Yeah, be the main character in your timeline. Understand there's infinite timelines, and be open to perceive and experience and commune with the other infinite timelines of reality. Yeah, be main character in your timeline. Yeah, sure. And we should still be open and understand that everybody's in, we're all equally valuable, equally infinite, and even infinitely equally abundant. So truly, who I was supposed to be? I was supposed to be like, my soul's like, we're really glad you didn't pick chaos, because this would have been chaotic. They're like, we're really glad you didn't choose this chaos. I was supposed to be like a superstar singer-songwriter on the planet, like in our humanism. Like, just like, just like on the Billboard charts, and, just like in our humanism, like to where, how we perceive reality. Now, if I were to align with that, which is still a part of my destiny per se, but it's when we, as a culture, we're awakened in the masses as a culture. Because I really don't want to step into that when we're still fighting ourselves. Because I don't want to, because when you fight yourself in the inner space, you're always trying to fight somebody outside of you. You're always trying to blame, shame, resent, talk about somebody outside of you. I'm not your punching bag. I'm not gonna be that. I'm not about to be your villain. I'm not about to be your punching bag. None of that. Just because you see me everywhere. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be your punching bag, baby. If I go in my inner space and I'm facing myself, I need you to do the same. Don't come make me your villain. Because you don't know how to turn around and go inside of yourself and figure out why you feeling the way you feeling. Don't make me your motherfucking villain, because I'm not going to do it. So I was supposed to be a big, yeah, it's still my destiny. It's still my destiny to do this, be this, but it's when we're more awakened in the masses. We're more divinely mature to where we know how to go face ourselves in our inner space and not always fighting things external to ourselves because we don't know how to face ourselves on the inside. Because I was like, I'm not finna be your motherfucking punching bag. I was like, I'm finna do it. I was like, I don't choose. I was like, and my soul's like, Ashley, we're really glad you didn't pick that chaos. So I'm an independent artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I release all my stuff. I share my energy through all my revenues. I was like, I'm not gonna be like, I was like, I ain't trying to fight these folks. I'm not trying to fight myself with other people. I'm not gonna do it. I was not like that. I ain't, no. Baby, I be perceiving stuff and I'll dip into my inner space. I gather the wisdoms, but I'm not finna be on the Billboard charts and like a zillion comments like Ashley me, because I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Like little Jimmy, little Timmy, little Sarah, little Lisa, little Keisha, little Vashan, little Patel, like whoever. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I would be telling I'll be like, hey, you had a past life where you had a past life where at one time your panties were showing on the bush and it scarred you for a long time. Now you coming up here trying to be mad. You casting, being angry with me because of that past life when your panties was all out on the bush. That embarrassment, you're angry, you have imbalance within yourself, so you're trying to project it onto me and try to pick a fight with me. I'll tell you about your past life. I get real detailed about it too. I'm gonna tell you about your past life. Don't come over here. Go meet yourself in your inner space. Go meet yourself in your inner space. Don't come over here to me. So my soul was like, we glad you ain't picked that chaos. I was like, it's not even appetizing anymore. Like back in the day, I'd be like, well, I want to be a celebrity. I want everybody looking at me. Ooh, I'm fly, I'm cool, I'm cute, I'm pretty, I sing well. Ooh, that song, I did that. That's not even appetizing. That's like literally the imbalance where we used to fight each other and shit. It's chaos. May we bring it into wellness with joy in all things. Joy, wellness, and balance, divine remembrance of our limitless nature. This university line, university sign for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. Thank you. So shall it be. Inshallah, bismillah, inshallah. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Shay. So shall it be. I realize I'm talking about my past self. Like whenever you say something, whatever, you're really talking about your past self. Like, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't pick that chaos. Yeah, that used to be me, that chaos. I mean, parts of me still are, because I look what our reality looks like. So I don't want to blame, shame, resent, or condemn anybody. I'm just telling my story. Am I gonna tell myself like that? And when I was like, shit. I was like, what? That story's specific about the panties showing. Maybe that used to happen to me in middle school often. But like, oh my gosh, and it's wild. I thought now I know that it was a simulation messing with me, and I had to talk to my soul about that. I was like, soul, dang, simulation messing with me, because how my panties showing? Yes, my mom would buy me panties that were too big, way too big. Yes, but like my shirt was tucked in. But baby, dress code, middle school, we had dress code, had your collar shirt tucked in and everything. But lo and behold, my panties will find a way to come about my pants about 3 inches. Like I know it's a simulation messing with me now. My soul's like, yeah, yeah, it was a part of your growth. Build your character, help build some character in you. I was like, you so right. How I tucked my shirt in and my panties still end up like bunched up right here. Like how that happen like that? I literally tucked my shirt in to make sure that don't happen every morning. I don't want my panties short today. I don't want my panties short. That's embarrassing. My uncle's a year older than me. He caught me Hazel, come sit down. My uncle's a year older than me. He caught me. My mama's brother is a year older than me. Hey, uncle. He's a year older than me, right? One of my uncles. Hazel, go sit down, sis. One of my uncles a year older than me. My uncle Anthony, he's a year older than me. He's like, Ashley, your panties are showing. I'm like, how? My face just melted off, fell to the ground. How? So I realized you always only talk about yourself. Understand you're always only talking about yourself. Yeah, somebody else may be experiencing it too, but you always only talk about yourself. I was like, shoot. Like, how? I literally tucked my... I didn't want that to happen today again. Again, yes, again. And I talked to my soul about that. It's like, yeah, we were hazing you a little bit in the spirit, Ashley. We just build some character. Activate some character in your spirit. Activate your spirit with some character. You know, I was like, whoa. That should be, that should, I was like, dang. I was like, I still need to heal about that. Because, like, shoot, I literally would tuck my shirt all the way in so my underwear would not show. And then, lo and behold, big old 3 inches just poking out the back of my pants. Like, how? How'd that happen? Soul was hazing me. So yeah, we're always only talking about ourselves, and I would have a belt on with my shirt tucked in. I forgive myself. If that's what my soul said I needed for divine evolution, that's what I needed. Alright, so we have our water, our pot of boiling water. About to put our rice on there and get to this pea and potato curry. So things like that, I'll get disgruntled with myself or my soul. Like, why you do that to me like that? That wasn't cool. Okay, thank you for speaking up, Ashley. Make sure that don't happen again. Maybe. Yeah, just kidding. Because I understand everything's a manifestation of our energy. Everything. There's nothing that's not a manifestation of our energy. So your penny sticking out the back of your jeans 3 inches. Even when you tuck your shirt in to have a good day at school. You just gonna have a good day at school. You tuck your shirt all the way in. Baby, 3 inches. Everybody, Ashley, your panties are showing. That was a manifestation of your energy or your soul. Something your soul said you need to experience for divine evolution. So, I have to meet stuff like that in my ministry. So I'd be like, so what was up with that? So, like, what's up with that? What had happened right there like that? Build character, Ashley. Oh. Oh, shoot. No way. Oh, my goodness. Oh, shoot. So yeah, that's an intimate conversation I have with my soul or God. But what happened like that? What happened with that like that? What's going on with that? With this? Oh, I closed my computer down. We played the song. I hope y'all like the song. I love the song. I hope y'all love it. It's a lot of healing incantations and divine wisdoms and frequencies. And it's a bop. It's a bop. On the back. Now, this potato and pea curry. I'm excited. It's if y'all know Magic Mills, ding, baby, we get the soul guidance, the soul hacks, and we finna use them, utilize them well. Right? So we have actually a can of sweet peas, a can of diced and peeled white tomatoes. I was so afraid of these because I love potatoes, but I don't always love preparing potatoes because you gotta wash them, you gotta skin them, all the things. I don't always love preparing tomatoes. I don't always love preparing potatoes. But I saw these. My soul guided me was like, hey, Ashley, there's canned potatoes, white potatoes. I was scared of them. I was like, canned potatoes, I was afraid of it. But I utilized before, but I used the whole potatoes. They had little fingerling potatoes. Now these are the diced potatoes. This is what I was intuitively guided to use because of the way we're going to be preparing this, the potato pea curry we're testing tonight. Yeah, it should be delicious. We gonna do our Magic Mills broth base, and then we're gonna blend. We're gonna saute some of these diced potato pieces, and then some of them we're gonna put it into the broth with some peas and blend it for our curry sauce, and then saute some of the potato pieces with some of the peas. And then re-add the sauce, the curry, into the sauteed potatoes and peas and put it over rice. We're gonna see how it tastes. See if we're gonna take it to Magic Mills. See if we can execute it. See if we can go ahead and execute it and take it over to Magic Mills. Take it on over to Magic Mills. Be on the lookout for the Thanksgiving edition for Magic Mills. I'm excited. I'm excited. So what I'm gonna do for the Thanksgiving for Magic Mills is I'm gonna make dressing. It's not, we call it stuffing or dressing, but I'm not putting it into the turkey, so I'm gonna call it dressing. And that's what I called it I called it both growing up, stuffing and dressing. I'm gonna make a dressing from scratch, the way I saw my mama make it and my grandpa make it. They never really taught me. They didn't conventionally teach me, but I would just watch them make it. Thanksgiving, I would watch them make the Thanksgiving stuffing. So I'm gonna make it or dressing. I'm gonna make this. Now my mom usually uses white cornbread. I'm gonna use yellow. I'm gonna use yellow cornbread, yellow sweet cornbread. My mom usually uses white. We use yellow. I plan on doing the stuffing, the dressing, because what it is like I talked about it in Magic Mills, the Magic Mill episode where we cooked the spinach and arugula manicotti pasta. I talked about it. My top 5 bites of all time. Like top 5 bites of all time. Like on your fork, if it's a top 5 bite, what's on your fork if it's one of the top 5 bites? One of my top 5 bites of all time is the holiday dinner on the fork, sweet potato, a little bit of sweet potato, a little bit of macaroni and cheese, and a little bit of fried chicken. Chef's kiss. A fork with a little bit of candy sweet potato on there. A little bit of macaroni and cheese, homemade macaroni and cheese, and a little bit of fried chicken. That bite is VIP. It's very important. That bite is very, very important. Very important. VIB, very important bite. VIB. That's a very important bite. Baby, it's one of my top 5 bites of all time. So I said I was gonna do a I just spit everywhere, excuse me. I said I was gonna do a Magic Meals episode for Thanksgiving where I have instead of doing turkey, I'm gonna do fried chicken, like fried chicken, fried chicken cutlets, fried chicken.